It.
Well, you said there about you never really got finished, and you said earlier on, but at night it was very eerie.
Aye, well, everything. It was air notion. It was air notion that the whole strata and the whole earth took a change or took a turn that was unnatural, and it produced weight. If something was going to happen in a coal pit or a coal mine or anything, it usually happened at night. For some reason, because of that thing that took place, and you'd heard every bit of timber in the place that was surviving cracking. You know, at about 2 o'clock in the morning, you'd hear that cracking, like, and that would let you know. But you got used to it.
But would you have been nervous? But more nervous than normal.
You got used to it, Malachi, and you know.
I think the first crack I had heard out of the way.
Well, you probably would have been looking that road all right, but you get indoctrinated into it, we'll put it that way. Yeah. And my dad walked into and I walked into the same with the Chellies and they walked, you know what I mean, and the chickens was the same all. Those families walked at it, and that's near enough the way you could do it. And then they got a lot of low country men here.
Well, the coal wasn't that good, was it, or was it?
It all good. For Christ's sake, I've sound. Although it was good, what was good of it, like.
Yes.
Because I mean, one time they had automatic feeders to the boilers, in my Jashel. And I reckon that this coal would have been a great job for it. But them automatic boilers was all, they had everything under supervision, the temperature that it could take and the temperature that it would need and how much coal would need to be put into the more thing and all, you know what I mean? This thing was all worked out in a very fine art for like, have it working successfully and economically. They took up this load from Derry there. I took it to my Jashel and I tipped it outside the automatic feeders. Tipped it into the automatic feeder, and it burned the arse into the boiler.
It was too good.
And it was. You see, it wasn't. It was needed. It was. They just wanted to fill it like.
Doing a bit of a test.
Blow the whole fucking place down. You know.
It must have been all right.
Well, that's what I said. There was good wee seams in it, like good wee seams, maybe about that depth, and it would have burned. It would have went and fire in your pocket, like. It would have burned all right. But they were too powerful and too strong. You see, coal's not just all the same as coal. Like there came coal across here from Texas Brown, they called it. You ever see it?
I've heard tell of it, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, fucking Texas Brown would have burned the arse out of the range. And did. Before the people catched on what it was doing. And you couldn't have lived in a house with it. It was that powerful, like. That powerful.
You would have just thought coal's coal, but coal's not just
it
coal.
That there was put on just the same as the coal that they were getting from Newcastle and I know what the potential, if it wasn't, what it would do and all the rest, like. Knew all that. And
Well, at the end of the day, was there showers or anything?
Oh, fuck off. There wasn't even a toilet. Yeah, that terrible.
Right.
We John Fortin, used to, he would have got a bucket of water. And there was always a great fire, you see, the coolers were not. There was always a great fire in the cabin. And there would have been maybe a fucking 100 of coal in this fire at the one time. And we John would have set this bucket of water on, or some of the men at the top would have put it on. And John would have come up on one bucket of water. But it would have took 3 buckets of cold water to have cooled it. But he went through this ritual, this routine. I never washed it in life. I went down home and I left my washing in the house and if I needed a bit of what I needed, it was called a bath, would have went to the river. That's where I went of a Saturday evening up to the fucking river, then into the back of where everybody Porta Joe lives there and up in there where a wee place dammed. We placed down along there, and it wasn't much hating in it, like.
Wouldn't have been.
Half a bit of sense. But there was nothing, only an old jar tub at the back of the front door. That's all there was. So you couldn't make it a hog of it or a dog of it. You know.
So much then for the young ones showering every morning now and maybe 2 or 3 times before evening.
Les Sharon would have fucking done them if it had been on them car.
But it was also a reflection of the time, Jimmy. Like, the times were tough.
That's only now, and that's a very good memory to me, like. It's a very good memory to me. A man shaving in warm water was unheard of it. And there was no electric shavers.
So you were getting spruced up on a Saturday night to head off chasing the girls and all, but you had a good scrubbing in the
In the river.
In the river.
That's exactly what happened. Where was I going to go, or where was anybody going to go to get a wash in their house with 13 of us? 11 of my father and mother and my grandmother, and 3 rooms in the kitchen.
Tough.
Do you know what I mean? That's the reality of the thing, like.
Oh, of course, that's the way it was.
That's the reality of it. Yeah. And you had to. Well, if you wanted it, you had to do it. And I made the first, the first pair of trunks I got. I had them on with that fucking long. They were shining like a 2 shilling piece. I didn't know nothing about that. There was none of that routine stuff at that time. That's right.
There was no fancy style or what have you. Like,
I had a bit of pace. And there was no better smell or no nicer smell than the smell of a human being. There's no smell of a human being now, like. The women all pick their men with the smell of the sweat on them. And if there's no sweat on them, it was very little fucking good.
the work on them.
That's right. That's right. If you're, a man was judged the same as a horse. If he's a good worker, he's a good man. That was it. And if he couldn't work, he had no time. You had to clear out. Had to fucking clear.
Oh, I remember in the chapel when I was a wee boy, like, I remember the smell of people, but it was the smell of Brill cream more than anything, you know.
Aye, well, the Brill cream came in. Sure, that's right. The Brill cream on Brilliantine.
Brilliant.
A boy they called Brilliantine.
Remembered.
But for aftershave, I never seen aftershave in my life till I was married. Not at all. You couldn't have bought it with a fucking deer, anyway.
Hey, but it's not, I mean, it's not that long ago, relatively speaking, that men started using deodorant at all.
Oh, no, it is not.
You know.
The only man in this country that ever used anything like that or scent or anything was Arthur Pot McGrath.
All right.
And you couldn't go in near Arthur Pot McGrath with scent and perfume and all sorts of stuff. And we were knocking about and all doing all healthy enough, like, you know. No, and the mix for vermin in your hair was paraffin oil and buttermilk.
Right.
You can guess the smell that the lady was going to get out of that. Paraffin oil, and it chilled. It chilled. Aye, the buttermilk took the power out of the paraffin oil. Kept it from burning you.
Well, did your dad work in the mine until it closed?
He did. No, did I? No, there was a strike. There was a strike in the old pit there. And it was all about coming up, being allowed to come up and not allowed to come up, you see. And we always come up for our dinner. But then we got too far away. You couldn't have been fucking bothered walking it, like. But you know what I mean? And then the men went on strike that they would continue on the old system coming up, and the firm went against it. And they went on strike, and the RL5 was on strike, and RL4 was on strike, and there was no money, like. You're striking at that time, there was no fucking money. And he never went back. He never went back to the pit because he maintained that what he looked for and what he was after wasn't granted, like. And he never went back. He was finished in the pit. And I was out of it for 12 months. I was out of it for...
You were out of it for 12 months, but not for the strike. The strike only lasted.
The strike only lasted 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh.
You know.
But why were you out? Were you kept out by the firm or what?
No, it's, you know,